Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars Days Ruin Tiny Wars replay. It's on the south side as the Green Lee. We got danubilo, I think. I have no idea. It's on the north side as the Red Banner. Brenner, we got Lordofcold. When it comes to COs, Brenner is, of course, nerfed from the Karsh counterpart. He only has one CO zone expansion. Additionally, a CO zone only affects direct units, giving plus 10% offense, plus 30% defense. Still retains the 3 healing when popping his power. Lee is, of course, also known as Gelder from the Valkyria Chronicles, because that is his model there. It's actually a 3D game, very good game series, the Valkyria Chronicles. You can buy 1 and 4 off of Steam. You don't have to worry about 2 and 3. He does have standard boarding cost, CO zone expansion, and energy. He does have plus 10 plus the standard benefits, but also all units within the CO zone, all units that start out within a CO zone, gets plus 1 movement range. And of course, it does apply this globally, but it is 2 movement range. Either way, let's go and get started. I'm going to turn on autoplay. While that's going, I'll talk about the map. It appears to be a 3-base map, Fog of War. We do also have airport in the corners as well. And we do also got a bit of plasma here. Apparently in the NOC cartridge is called Super Plasma rather than just called Plasma. I don't know if that makes any difference, but it's the case. Both players do have a gunboat in the HQ just to make sure, give a little extra durability so nobody does a sneaky cap. But there's also a comm tower near the HQs as well. And it looks like green is going straight for the comm tower and to the center property. So we do got a variation of capture orders. Green's being aggressive into the center. And the thing is, when it comes to Lee or Gelder, he can be loaded up in pretty much any CO unit. Since it's more about mobility, the superpower is not critical because plus 2 range is nice. But plus 1 movement range is generally just enough, it feels like. Brenner will probably load himself up into a tank or a recon, perhaps a bike. Do have a recon there. And there is a CO now loaded up inside the bike. He can place the CO unit in a position that will help boost infantry units forward. Infantry do take 2 tiles to go across two movement to go across a mountain. So inside the CO zone, they can cross 2 mountain tiles. You can see here, this infantry will go 1, 2, 3, 4. These are shores or beaches. They're quite nice. Perfect time to go out the family. There's a city there. That's where you should keep your family, I guess. And this infantry unit should be able to range that HQ. But decides not to. He's ranging to the center of the map. Recon here, good number of infantry. Right now, Lee has about 10,000 income. Brenner is increasing, started turn of 11, now at 12 or 13. It should get 14. There's actually a decent number of forests in this map. Members of Days Ruin, Forest provides 3 defense stars, while cities provide 2. A little bit inverse there from previous games. So forests are the defensive terrain. So are cities, but which call supply and resupply. Does get trapped. And does CO inside the tank there. Recon unit decides not to be engaged, and that may have been completely out of vision range. Oh, we got an early flare there. Flares are disturbingly powerful. There's actually 2 flares. Flares are just disturbingly powerful. I have no idea why, but flares are obscenely good in combat. Significantly better than the recon. I have no idea why. And we do have a battlecopter down south, plus a recon and more infantry. Takes out that infantry unit there, gives him 7 free energy. Lee has 10. Yeah, a lot of energy there. HQ not under any threat due to the fact there's a gunboat there, but the tank can start picking away at it. Battlecopter heading up north. I don't know why. It seems like the first moon of a certain each unit type never plays a sound. I don't know why. It's just a weird bug. Try and flip the property. Do a flip. Sorry, whenever I hear the word flip, I think of Bender. Do a flip! Battlecopter on top left. I humor myself too much. And decides to sack that unit there. Doesn't drop the capture. That could be worth it. All depends if we can fully stop it. But it's also a flip, so he really wants to stop it. Trying to flip that one. Flare in the region. Battlecopter as well. There's going to be a great engagement right here by Lee. Battlecopter hit the tank, and Flare to hit the cap squad. Anti-air artillery tank. A lot of assets there. Great strike there. Another battlecopter interrupts the bike. Does not stop the capture there, and Flare does a good strike there. Oh, I just realized there's a path there. The two shores threw me off, but there is in fact a path there. Good shot there. The thing about shores in Days of Ruin compared to regular Advanced Wars, they do have the same mobility as planes, rather than as cities or roads. So wheeled vehicles still move just as poor on them as well as on planes. Couple good kills there. Right now Lee has 85,000, Brenner has 79,000 field. Of course, still the day-to-day. Interrupts the flip. I think it's a good striker there on the flare. Brenner's making some great headway. He's at 50 out of 60 energy. But the thing is, the global healing is a bit situational. You have wounded units to be healed up. No? Then don't pop it. So you want the global zone, the CO zone to become global. Well, it's about to flare in the city. As long as it's alive, it gets the fire off the flares. Good strikes there. Tank needs to stay out of that region. Nothing much you can do with the battlecopter. Bikes push way forward. Anti-air, battlecopter, bike. Blair does get hit. Does get gunned down there. And we do have Brenner's superpower available. And he does have now the CO zone expansion. Additionally, his command tank is wounded, so he can heal himself up. Perhaps go fall back to the city, heal himself up, or then he get day-to-day healing, put him back up to max health. And as some wounded units make use of that global ability, we actually may see a Brenner power to be utilized for healing. Pops it right there. So he pops the end of turn, which will give him plus 20 or 30% defense global, which is actually very powerful in between turns, as well as heal up a lot of these units. So it's going to be hard for Lee to push forward the extra defense. While he is doing quite well, he almost has his own superpower available, which it is on a bike. It's not critical for a bike to make its turn. So he gives himself plus 2 movement range globally. He's at 92,000 on the field versus 106. Of course, so it's day to day, so they're roughly pretty even. I feel like Burn is overall in a better position. Great artillery strike there. Takes out the tank. Lots of good hits there. A lot of good kills. 21 units versus 25. Takes out the battlecopter there. Will he activate his power? Looks like he won't. Gets great strikes there. Anti-air push right forward, takes out one of the battle copters. I'm here something. If a 2 movement range, could have ranged the battle copter if the tank was out of the way. Another tank, very nice. And with the superpower, it can project upwards and hit that. So I think he's setting himself up for a nice superpower next turn. Brenner's almost halfway to his superpower. Yes, now he's over halfway there. Great pick there. Takes the battlecopter. Infantry on top of a forest. Great strikes there. Gelders takes some hits there. I think he should pop a superpower next turn. Try to get some work done. And Brenner has a good amount of decent infantry units that are alive, just severely wounded. That's a good shot there. Looks like he's not popping a superpower this turn. Doesn't look like he really needs it. Gets trapped there and there. Having the tank trap like that is actually quite massive. Another tank. Battlecopter, another flare. Green's been liking his flares, that's for sure. Takes out that tank there. The plus +10% firepower, very useful. He has 111 on the field versus 96, and make that 135 versus 96, so a very big advantage there by Brenner. Pops the superpower there, charge way forward, gets a nice hit there, and since there's no CO zone to protect that one, much easier to take it out. Manages to creep his way to that battlecopter, gets a good strike on that capturing infantry. Many good hits there. 4 capture progress left, so 3 health. He has interrupt the capture once more. Merge there, trying to flip. It'll take a couple extra turns. And now with these units able to really push out his base quickly, he's able to get his second reinforcement up to the battlefield much more quickly. Good strike there. Puts around the command tank. He's almost has enough for his own superpower. And does finish off some wounded units there. So he probably will see the superpower this turn. Takes out that unit there. Try and get some damage on his own units before it pops the superpower, or maybe just trying to save it till the next turn. Pops it there. Anti-air, battlecopter, artillery, infantry. 87,000 starts the turn with. Brenner ends the turn with 132, so Brenner has a pretty sizable advantage. Good strike there. Medium tank, bike. Command tank straight forward at full health, gets good strikes on the flares, takes a good hits on the tanks. Battle Op is the only thing that can help engage these tanks. And there's an anti-air in the region. Overall, looks like Brenner's cleaning house on the left flank. Yeah, I think at this point it's game over. Brenner's made 2 good uses of his superpower, able to get some good healing. Not to mention, he did a good job of spreading his CO zone's defensive capability, preventing Lee from breaking through. It's sort of weird. Lee's CO zone, he has resigned. It seems so powerful, but yet I've Never seen it to be extremely good. Just reasonable. It seems, on paper, seems like it's amazing, but it's just reasonable, it seems like. Either way, this Angerade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.